Today was a big day for head coach John Harbaugh and the entire Harbaugh family. After years of planning and development, the Harbaugh Coaching Academy is now live. HCA will be a valuable resource for coaches of all sports at all levels. The organization will offer a number of coaching tools for youth, high school, and college coaches, as well as teachers and parents who serve as coaches, all at no cost. HarbaughCoachingAcademy.org features an extensive library with videos, articles, interviews, advice, stories, philosophies, insights, and much more from accomplished names in sports, business, military, and media.
Jim and I were talking, we're looking at our dad, we heard the stories, and these lessons that you learn, it's like, it can't just be us, we're gonna forget these stories. We got Dad on tape, it's like, man, more people need to hear this. And that was really where it started 4 or 5 years ago with that idea, that we'd get a chance to share what we learned from our dad.
Part of today's HCA launch at the Under Armour Performance Center included John Harbaugh's invite-only annual coaches clinic with 70 coaches from around the country. This afternoon, the in-person clinic included a panel with members of the Harbaugh family, as well as legendary NFL coach Bill Belichick. The 4 coaches shared stories, laughs, and advice throughout the hour-long panel. 6-time Super Bowl winning head coach Bill Belichick answered questions about a number of topics throughout the discussion, but when asked about leadership, he said he liked to use this time of year to develop younger players instead of relying on the season-long captains.
When you have a team, I've always found that you need leadership from all of your levels. You can't just, one guy can't do it by himself. So at a time like this in the off season is to get rid of the captains, okay, and meet with our second tier leaders and say, okay, because those guys are just going to defer to the captains. And nobody's going to sit in a meeting and say, Ray Lewis, here's what I think. They're going to wait and see what he thinks and go along with it. They're not going to override them. So you get those guys out of there, take your second tier leaders and say, okay, you know, what are you going to do, you know, in terms of being a leader? You want to be a leader on a team, what are you going to do? And then when your good guys eventually leave or, you know, graduate or move on or whatever, those next guys are in position to hopefully move up and, you know, show the kind of leadership that you want them to.
As veterans, rookies, and all the other players start to gather for OTA practices this week, it'll be interesting to see what young Ravens start emerging as leaders this offseason. Congratulations to Coach Harbaugh and his family on this new venture. And like we said, the HCA is free, so if you're interested, make sure you check out HarbaughCoachingAcademy.org for motivation, encouragement, and some valuable life lessons. That's it for me today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.